about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw, it's Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DJ Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray now. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. 58, come on. 58, come on.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And incomplete on the deep ball. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's caught. It's Coleman. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
45-yard line.
Play action. Garoppolo. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco and a pickup of 16. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 58,
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And in here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Cardinals nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On 2nd down, Freeman. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. And this is 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
He's taken.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. It's complete to Drake. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
8 yards to go on second down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Murray from midfield. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
At their own 12-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Now a second down and 6. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Go.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Hunter Renfro.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On second down, Mostert. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Jordan Phillips is liking life in the NFC now. Nice tackle by him there. Formerly was with Miami and Buffalo.
The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's get off the field. Mark 59.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Come on, QB, come on. 58's the money. 58's the money.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Buda Baker there on the coverage.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 21. You got three. Three down. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 45.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
13 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
56, right there, 56. Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go. Mike 56. Mike 56.
To throw again, Murray. And that is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's third down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. from the gun. Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On play action, now Garoppolo knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there, and it's 3rd and short.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
58 3 buds.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
3-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Winds up and lets it go. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
58, 58.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Kittle catching the slant. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
49er. George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Hunter Renfrow there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Niners 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Murray. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
He was covered.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins.
Complete.
A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
A 5-yard gain on the
And DeAndre Hopkins with another catch. And let's face it, when Arizona made this trade, there had to be no one happier than quarterback Kyler Murray, who had been pushing his management to draft his college teammate C.D. Lamb out of Oklahoma. But when they made the trade for DeAndre Hopkins, they didn't need to do that anymore. This guy's an all-pro receiver. He's been the top 3 in receptions the last 2 seasons. And now with Larry Fitzgerald already there, and you add DeAndre Hopkins, the possibilities endless for the Arizona Cardinals in the passing game.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Murray's pass.
Andy Isabella, 62 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
Lining up for the
The
extra.
way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
At their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
21. Here we go. Lucky. 1, Omaha.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. He's going up top for Taylor. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical?
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 39, Garoppolo. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down, here's Murray.
Perché mi fa sempre sto
bug?
bug?
And it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Murray fighting, lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
21.
This is Mostert. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Garoppolo now. The open man here, Renfro. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. They'll run with Coleman on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Phillips able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
How about Jordan Phillips there breaking through for the sack, and that's exactly why Arizona acquired him, to anchor their defensive line. Very stout against the run, can take on double teams, but he can also split them, get upfield, and get into the offense's backfield, as we just saw there.
Mostert. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
33-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
56, the mark, boy, 56. Check 56.
Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 38, Murray going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught. 36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Short of the goal line.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
Dai, ma
laggato proprio on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the fourth quarter. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Cut.
On 2nd and 7. Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
58, boy, 58, come on.
Now Mostert. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, 27 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
Come get some. Come get some. Here,
It's a run with Mostert. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Cardinals 14.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On play action, it's Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
56 a month, boy. 56. Check 56. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Now he's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 85 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Play action, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
50, minus 50. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Throwing now is Murray. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Andy Isabella. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
across the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well, big time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Brought him down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
26-yard line.
11.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Yo.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the IMT on the last drive. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
54 Mike. Check. 54. Rip left.
To throw is Murray. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
A gain of 11.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Back. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Intercepted. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 13. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's Mostert. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to...
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Williams now on the return and able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2nd and 11.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee.
go, here we go. Mike 20! 59, Mike to 59. Coming to you, coming to you.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for San Francisco, that'll be a happy...